more attendance at the meetings, more interested in the events that are going on in the neighborhood. Like the Winterfest. Last year it was our first year, and we got about 200 people, but this year it's going to be like over 300.
This actually leads to that sense of belonging
in a huge way. It makes a huge difference. They're feeling safer because they're getting to know each other. They're developing a relationship with their neighbors. They're feeling more trust. They're also experiencing a sense of pride within their own communities, and people that are a part of that project feel like, hey, I was a part of making that happen.
It has empowered me to be a voice for the community of Morrison Gardens. In our community, 2012 was a banner year because we had 2 community projects which, if it were not for the community coming together, it wouldn't have happened.
And it gave me the confidence to want to go back and complete my high school diploma, which I'm still doing right now, and hopefully I'll have it done in 2 weeks.
Yes, we do have our program right now called the Broken Teacup that we started to raise money for our park. First park ever known in 21 years in the West End.
You know, each activity that we've done has helped to build that relationship, has helped to build trust, and has helped to just build more, has helped to empower them more.
This neighborhood, I believe, in almost in the 50 years. But it's really reward a lot. It's not only myself, it's everybody in the neighborhood. It's a children.
Mobilizing people together, and they effectively make change. And the change has happened.
This change in Ottawa neighborhoods is happening as a result of the funders, service providers, and residents' determination to achieve the common goal of building safe and vibrant neighborhoods. Since April 2011, the Ottawa Neighbourhood Social Capital Forum, ONSCF, has been working with the community development partners, service providers, and funders to evolve its role and engagement strategy to build collective capacity and bring positive change in priority neighborhoods and rural communities. To support community development partners in achieving the community priority goal of building strong neighborhoods, United Way Ottawa has been investing in residents' engagement, research and evaluation, and capacity building programs as core impact strategies. This approach has led to the evident increase in volunteerism and civic engagement in resident-led initiatives that respond to community needs. Building on the strategic alignment with the CDF partners and the development of a shared measurement system in 2011, United Way continued to work with Ottawa Neighbourhood Social Capital Forum, ONSCF, to complete data collection and assessment reviews in 5 priority neighborhoods. The increased capacity in progress evaluation provides a clear picture of our collective impact. In just 2 years, the 4 neighborhoods have achieved measurable results towards stronger, more vibrant communities. A 100% increase in the number of community leaders from 28 in 2010 to 56 in 2012. And almost tripling of the number of volunteers from 92 to 256. 3,134 residents participated in activities creating positive change in local communities, which is 20% of residents in the target communities. More than triple the number of partnerships, increasing from 30 to 97. In 2011, for every dollar invested, an additional 30 cents was leveraged for improving neighborhoods, which is more than $106,000 cash and in kind. In addition, 4,835 volunteer hours at an estimated value of $72,555. And, most importantly, concrete improvements in the issues that matter to local residents: support for seniors, safety and crime prevention, traffic safety, access to food, opportunities for children and youth to do well at school and be involved in quality recreation, supports for residents experiencing stress or mental illness. These numbers don't tell that aspect of the success story which residents are eager to share.
And also we never have any activity. Now we have a team go to against another area. It never happened. It never happened. It's not only number, We did a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a lot. A lot of hours volunteers running a lot, and also is a lot of knowledge. The kids, they got a leadership, they got responsibility, because they never had it before, the opportunity. Nobody can say, oh, it's a number, because they never see us.
Service providers are encouraged by the result-based approach to engaging residents.
Is having people talk amongst each other, people getting to know each other, people looking out for each other. You're going away, I'll be keeping an eye, or oh, I saw something there. Like it's helping each other out. And unfortunately, that wasn't a culture that was there before for us.
Movement in that community has really been significant. So they've done that community outreach. They had a community meeting where they went through and prioritized everything that they heard, and heard some things that I don't think the community themselves had recognized. So the emphasis on seniors and the isolation of seniors, because there's no transportation in urban and rural communities, no way to access the services even if you're able to get into them. And that really got the community thinking around, so how do we best identify isolated seniors and support them in getting to where they need to go, and making that transition from being a driving person to a non-driving person, and what does that mean for our communities? And again, just it's not that community development is creating that spark, it's about recognizing it when it's there and helping it become something much bigger and much more sustainable than would have happened otherwise. Without that support from the United Way, we would have done what we could, but with one person trying to cover this huge area, it would have been not nearly as rich as it was, and we wouldn't have seen the impact that we do.
And so we're seeing wonderful things happen, like parks being built, traffic being calmed, coffee houses being held where people can come together and talk about issues of concern, community groups starting up, programs starting up that are bringing residents together to get to know each other, just to build a sense of community connection. It's wonderful to watch. I think that the most significant change has been the amount of leadership that's been taken on within the community and the levels of participation, because there has been a real increase in people coming out to events and being a part of organizing to really design the community into what they would like it to be.
Folks in the city, decision makers and senior staff at various agencies, when we actually counted up the number of organizations that had made changes in their own policies or procedures, or staffing, and so on, it was almost 80% that had made changes in response to what they were hearing from this neighborhood level work.
There has been tremendous success in engaging 3 times as many volunteers because of a new capacity building training developed in partnership with the Community Development Framework.
So it's been pretty exciting to see, and what an image that really sits in my mind is during one of those trainings, we're in this room and people are all, it was an exercise about the residents and service providers getting a plan together about how they're going to take it back to the neighborhood. And Suzanne from Cowie and Suzanne facilitates the training, now we're at the back of the room, and we looked and you couldn't tell who were residents and who were staff. They were just all engaged, and there was just this real energy in the room, and it was really great to see.
Working with the CDF partners has provided the much needed mutual reinforcement to support priority neighborhoods. The 11 community initiatives funded under the Community Action Grant in partnership with the City of Ottawa really helped residents in completing their community initiatives.
We have used those little community action dollars, and I say they're little, but you know what, for community, they're big. To be able to say, this is something that you want to do for your community, you want to do a needs assessment, you want to pull lessons learned from your community association together in terms of how did we engage people, and having some money to have somebody help write that, translate it, print it, whatever that is. And it's money that they get, that's for them, and it really makes a difference. And it makes a difference in terms of their ownership, their continued ownership over what happens in their community, because that's what we've done, is built on the strengths that are already there. But it also shows them that there are funders who are hearing them and understand that this is something that you want to do.
Development of a shared measurement system has been a key to measuring the collective impact.
What we have here is that we have a group of organizations with expertise that are working together to build the capacity to do more and more meaningful evaluation. So it really is quite a profound accomplishment to have multiple agencies using the same framework broadly, the same set of tools, and working in an open way with each other to improve those so that it's efficient for the staff, it tells a meaningful story, and it really reinforces the ability to learn and adapt in a very timely kind of way to what's effective.
Collecting data and measuring results consistently on common indicators at the community level and across all participating organizations has been a success.
What we're looking at is a learning environment where we're really challenging each other to say, what was the contribution each of us made? How did that make a difference? Did it not make a difference that certain things happened or certain people participated in a particular way? What were the critical pieces that enabled good work to move forward, and what was not critical in that? And that's the key piece we have to come to understand.
There are some significant positive changes happening in priority neighborhoods which need consistent support to keep the change happening. Despite great success, participating organizations believe the work so far is the first step in the right direction.
It's so important that we continue to build because turnover of volunteers and involvement is continual. And so that ongoing, sustainable support is what's going to keep communities thriving.
And if we weren't able to respond to the degree that we can now, a lot of that momentum would be lost. All that trust, we lose all that momentum, and like I was saying, with the communities, things, and then they start, and if there isn't that bump here, you wind up down here, and you have to then start again, building it back up to here, as opposed to being able to just, you know, do that as we go.
The ONSCF was also able to synthesize the quantitative data from priority neighborhoods and prepare a report, which will facilitate stakeholders in addressing systemic issues and making system-level changes to support strong neighborhood strategies. In 2013, the Strong Neighborhood Partners would analyze data from year 2 of the Strong Neighborhood Strategies implementation, share findings from the neighborhood's assessment for system-level support, organize community forums to share results, discuss lessons, and develop new partnerships, develop strategies to increase general understanding of the Strong Neighborhoods approach. Overall, working with priority goal partners and other funders, the ONSCF has built on the foundational work completed in 2011. 2013 is the year to engage system level in advancing the sector capacity and the emerging opportunities to further strengthen the collective impact model for supporting priority neighborhoods as well as rural communities.
People who want to make change, and that's what you want.
Oh, one thing I can tell you. More and more kids are moving into our neighborhood now. I know about maybe 5 to 6 years ago, there were very few children that lived in our neighborhood, but now families are moving in and feeling it's safe enough to be here.
And it's all under the umbrella of the United Way. So I'm so glad and so thankful for the United Way, Pine Street Way, Canada, Ottawa. Thank you so much, and I love you all.